the shore, I kissed you there, the ocean air enchanting. Escapes me quickly, I've got to be somewhere. I lost my keys, I won't find them here. I said, oh!
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
kinda scared to drop this album. Let's push it back another week. I wanna be next up forever. Find a way to never hit my peak. I kinda wish I was still a virgin. Time to finally see what sex is like. I wanna be next up forever. Forever I'll be second in line. Someday they'll be talking about me. Right now they're just walking around me. My God, are you rolling without me? Somebody help me, somebody help me. Someday they'll be talking about me. Right now they're just walking around me. My God, are you rolling without me? Somebody help me, somebody help me, somebody help me, somebody help me.
All right, Wasatch, make your way in, find a seat. We've got teachers, faculty here with you. We are going to start in just a couple of minutes. We have some awesome Cool to Care prizes that we're giving away. Hey, let's hear it. Yeah, I like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody's riding away today with this $1,900 electric mountain bike. Look at this. Somebody gets this. This is an electric mountain bike. All right? E-bike. Right there. Somebody's going away with a Nintendo Switch. Somebody's going away with $50 in gas cards at the One Stop. Somebody's going away with movie tickets. Ladies, have you ever heard of this place? What's this place? I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it? Sephora? What is it? Sephora. We got two $50 Sephora gift cards. I'm not sure who wants to win these, but I hear they're a big deal. All right, come on in. Come and find your spot. Thank you, Miss Mikkel Anderson, for bringing in your classes. Thank you. Thanks, Duds. Thanks, Miss Visconti. Appreciate you guys being here. If you have Cool to Care cards, come and load the bin down here. Will you load it, Mo? Will you load them in there?
Georgia, wrap me up more. In my arms, let me hold ya. I'll never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found.
All right, teachers, as you're coming in, students, please send everybody to the inside first. Please don't leave any gaps in the middle. We've got a pack, 1,350 students in this auditorium today. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a full house. So please move all the way in. Don't leave any gaps. Move all the way into the middle. Let's get cozy. It's a little cold and it's a little cool in here this morning. So we're going to get cozy and move all the way into the middle. Come on in. As you classes start getting here, move on down. Come on in. Mr. Davis is going to help you get sat down there in the middle. Mr. Welling, Mr. Ward, these guys are going to help you here in the middle. Mr. Davis, Miss Camps, Wofford. Come on in.
Your guys, man, you feel bulletproof, man. You feel almost like you're Superman. Feel like can't nothing stop you. And when you run out of that tunnel, you know, to know that all of your hard work have paid off for you to get to this moment, to get to this stage, to get in between those lines and get the opportunity to play in front of 100,000 fans, man. And to play the game that you love, man, that's an experience like no other.
Miss Camp Swafford, if you are here, can you come up front? Miss Camp Swafford.
Push it to the edge, I won't back down, 'cause it's time to go hard or go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family, 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 family. 5, 4, 3, 2, I got one shot. You lose the Let's see.
All right, come on in, move to the middle. Let's get in our spot so we can start this cool to care drawing. Miss Camps and Mr. Sproul are going to tell me when to start. We've got just a few minutes. Gray's here. What's up, Gray? All right. There's Mr. Ivy. He's coming down to help us out. Hey, if you got cool to care cards, bring them down. This is a must be present to win deal. This is a must be present to win. All right, if you got cool to care cards, come and put them in the bin. Mr. Dan Ivy, he is one of our greatest community supporters, is here. Mr. Ivy owns Open Road Bike Shop here in town. How many of you are bikers? Come on, let's hear it. How many of you are bikers? Put your hands up. Well, one of you is going to ride away with this mountain bike that Mr. Ivy has donated to us. Hey, let's give him a hand. Give him a big round of applause. Look at that. He's giving that away today. $1,900 in value. Somebody gets that bike. We got AirPods. We got Nintendo Switch. We got gift cards and gas cards. So if you got cool care cards, bring them down. Put them in. There's Miss Toll. She's in the house. Oh, yeah. Thank you, teachers, for being here. Hey, let's give our Wasatch High faculty, our teachers, a big round of applause. Come on now. Give it up for our teachers. Yeah. Mr. Ivy, you make that thing look good. I like it. Look at that. Well, look, it's charged up. See, he wasn't even pedaling. See how fast he made that thing go? He's a professional, so don't try this at home. Whoa! You got that thing zipping there. We're going to give that away here in a few minutes. Hey, let's give a big round of applause for our LIA, our Latinos in Action, for being here today. Give it up. Thank you. How about our student government? Give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Student Gov. We appreciate all their work in the school and for being here and helping us out today. Come on in, get sat down. We're going to start in just a few minutes. Look, Mr. Ivy up here, he's rocking the stairs with that bike. How much longer we got, Mr. Sproul? Okay, we're going to start in 3 or 4 minutes. Got to get everybody either in the auditorium or in the nest for our assembly today. Hey, who loves our Wasatch High Math Department? Look at them over here. Look at our Wasatch High Math Department. Thank you, Miss McKell. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Look at them. Look at them over here. Duds is over here arguing with y'all, so, you know, there you go. Just like class, huh, Duds? our science teachers, our English teachers. Wasatch High faculty is in the house. Mr. Hinman, he made it today. I love it. Shout out to Mr. Hinman. Who's wearing a bathrobe up there? Mr. Ray is up there wearing a bathrobe. Miss Tola, Hey, who's had Miss Payne in class? Give Miss Payne a big shout out. Come on, Brody. I know you've had Miss Payne, yeah. Come on. All right, here's our Wasatch High student government bringing in some cool to care cards, loading it up. You got some, Joseph? You could be winning that fight, Mr. Ivy, right? I don't know where he took it, but it's here somewhere. Thank you, student government, for being here today. Thank you, LIA. Mr. Sproul is going to tell me when we're going to start here. Ben's in the house. Woo woo! Okay, we're down to 1 minute. We are going to start in 1 minute. If you have a cool to care card, bring it on up. 1 minute, we are starting this thing. We have an awesome hour planned for you today. This is going to be just what everybody needed on a Thursday morning. Come on, you gotta wake up. You gotta bring the energy here for a minute.
I wanna be next up forever. Find a way to never hit my peak.
Less than a minute, so if you have a cool to care card, bring it on up.
Time to finally see what sex is like. I wanna be next up forever. Forever I'll be second in line. Someday they'll be talking about me. Right now they're just walking around me. My God, are you growing without me? Somebody help me, somebody help me. Someday they'll be talking about me. Right now they're just walking around me. My God, are you growing without me? Somebody help me, somebody help me, somebody help me, somebody help me.
All right, here we go. Mr. Baum, thank you so much. Mr. Lang, everybody give a shout out to Mr. Lang, Mr. Corey Lang. He's streaming this deal today so that the whole other half of the student body can watch it down in the nest. So we got half of you here in the auditorium, and we got the other half of the school in the nest. So thank you, Mr. Baum, for having the auditorium up and running for us this morning. And thank you, Mr. Corey Lang, for streaming this throughout the school. All right, before we get started, before we introduce a couple people here, and before we give away these awesome prizes, and I know I've talked about it a little bit this morning, but Wasatch High School, the entire Heber Valley, Wasatch County School District would not be what it is without our tremendous, wonderful, amazing, awesome Wasatch High School teachers. Let's give our teachers, come on y'all, let's give our teachers a round of applause. Let's give them a standing ovation. Feel the love, come on, feel the love. Let's give our teachers a round of applause. Come on, let's hear it. Thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you. See, some of them saw you doing that, so that's always good for a little extra credit. Thank your teachers when you get a chance today. We would not be what we are without our amazing faculty here at Wasatch High. Okay, we gotta go. Now we're going to get started on a couple things so that we can get to the place of why we're here today. But because we're doing a whole school assembly for the first time in many, many years, okay, we're in the auditorium, we're streaming in the nest, we thought it was appropriate that we start the day with some cool to care giveaways. But we're not just going to stand up here and give some gift cards. This is a must-be present to win. And the last prize we're going to give is this e-mountain bike. The price tag, this is brand new. The price tag on this is $1,899. So somebody is going to ride away on that mountain bike today, courtesy of Open Road and Mr. Dan Ivey. Give Mr. Dan Ivey a big round of applause. He has donated us some e-bikes, and we are so happy to have him here today to help us with these prizes. All right, but before we give away the mountain bike, the e-mountain bike, we've got some AirPods to give away. Somebody was up here telling me what generation they are, and I'm not really sure, but we got some, okay? Whatever they are, we got them, and they look good to me. We got Nintendo Switch, we got movie gift cards, we got gas cards, and then ladies, who knows what this is? What is this? Sapporo, is that what this is? Gray, am I right? Okay, Gray says I'm right. So this is a gift card evidently that's pretty popular. All right, so we're giving some of those away today. Okay, so Miss Wright, thanks for being here this morning. Will you come over and, I don't know where the top to this went. Can a couple of you student gov people come and help Miss Wright here? And let's get this put on, and let's spin that thing. And we are going to call a couple people. We're not really sure how it works, but we're going to try to figure it out here quick. Okay, who is our physics person? Logan, we really appreciate your help. Thank you. Maybe Mr. Sproul can help us out. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Let's see. Let's choose a faculty member to come up here and draw the first few prizes. Who do we want it to be? Who? I can't. I'm hearing all these things, but I can't hear one name yet. I got to hear something. Sproul? I'm hearing Sproul. Mr. Administrator Matt Sproul, draw us the first couple names out of there. Let's see what we got. All right, we're going to let whoever you draw right here, we are going to let them come up and choose a prize off this table. All right, you read it out. And then say what teacher gave him the card. Uh-oh.
Locke Erickson.
Locke Erickson of the student government, right here in front. Locke, come on up front. Locke's here. He gets to choose the first prize. Locke, choose right off that table. All right.
Truman Simmons.
Truman Simmons. Truman Simmons is either here or in the nest. So if he's not here, there's a pretty good chance he's in the nest. So let's hang on to Truman Simmons. Thank you, Mr. Sproul. Okay. Truman is here. Come on up, Truman. Oh, yeah. You get to go right over to that table and get you a prize. You get to choose. Thanks for being here. Hey, Mr. Sproul, who was the teacher that put the Cool to Care card in for him? Mr. Ray. Shout out to Mr. Ray. Good job. Okay, I see a faculty member that I'm going to call up here. Okay, he's my buddy. I've known him for a long, long time. Mr. Cody Clyde, come on up. He started to shake his head. He knew I was going to call on him. Mr. Cody Clyde, you get to... Logan, you got to come up and fix this thing, man. You got to get this ready for... Okay, here we go. Mr. Cody Clyde is going to draw our next set of students to win the prizes. Oh, he's putting some in, too. Look at that. There. Mr. Clyde, nice job. You're putting some in, and you're going to draw some. Okay, Logan's going to help us out. All right. You going to spin it for Mr. Clyde? All right, good job, Logan. Okay, here we go. Mr. Clyde, what you got? What you got?
Haley Noyce.
Haley Noyce, where are you? Haley Noyce, she's either here or in the nest. What teacher put that in for Haley?
Mr. Dudley.
Mr. Dudley. Duds, do you teach? Mr. Duds, do you teach Haley? All right, there you go. Come on down, Haley. All right, give us another one. Hey, Mr. Clyde, you're not done yet. Come on. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, I like it.
J.J. Howell.
J.J. Howell. What teacher? No teacher? Okay, all right. It doesn't matter, J.J. You got a card in here. Come and get it. He's sitting up there with the math people, so maybe his math teacher. Who's J.J.'s math teacher? Mikkel Anderson. Give a shout out to Miss Anderson. All right, come on down. You get to choose a prize, J.J. Where's Anna Alejandre at? Come on down, Anna. Come and draw us our next set of names. Oh, yeah, we love Miss Alejandre. Come on down. Oh yeah, look at the energy. Look at the energy. Okay, here we go. Oh, JJ got the AirPods. I like it. I like it. Okay, Logan's gonna help you out. You gonna spin it a couple times? Here, I'll hold it for you. All right. Okay, draw us one out. Thanks, Logan. Miss Alejandra, what do you got? We got a wrinkled one? Oh boy. You know what? I know exactly who it is. Mr. 4.0 got recognized as an academic all-state football player last night, Brody Hume. Come on up, Brody. Brody, you're sitting right here. Come on up and choose a prize. You just, Miss Alejandra, get us another one. What teacher put Brody in there? There's no teacher. That's been through the washing machine a time or two, Brody. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Miss Alejandra, what we got?
Gwen Evans.
Gwen Evans. What is the teacher on there? Miss Char Dawson. Miss Dawson, thank you. Okay, Gwen's here. All right. Good stuff. All right, couple more gift cards. Who are we going to have? Okay, give me another teacher. Who? Shout it out. Mr. Brady Tree. The math over here is being loud. Mr. Brady Tree. I love it. Come on down. Thank you, Logan. All right, here we go. Okay, we got a couple more. Let's get through these so that Mr. Ivy can give away.
Henry Lard. Lard, I think, maybe.
Henry. All right, we need help. Miss Wright, come on. Come on, Miss Wright. He's a 9th grader. Henry Lard, come on down. 9th grader, Henry Lard. Hi, there you are, Henry. Nice job. Come on down. I love it. Come up here and draw a prize. All right, give us another one. Come on, Mr. Tree, give us another one. Coach Marsing, Sean Marsing, you're up next. Come on down. You're going to draw the next set of prizes.
Max Livington from Miss Camp Swafford.
Max Livingston? Max Livington, Miss Camp Swafford. All right, come on down, Max, and draw a prize. Hey, let's give it up for Coach Marsing. Coach Marsing just started swim season. All you swimmers dealing with Coach Marsing right now, we gotta love it. Okay, here we go. What do we got?
Bradley Miller. Dudley.
Bradley Miller, Dudley. All right. Come on down, Bradley Miller. Okay. Yeah, do two.
Mitch Sorensen, Englebright.
Wow, Mitch. All right, here's our last set of drawings before Mr. Ivy gives his bike away. Miss Laura Hughes, come on down. Miss Laura Hughes. Miss Laura Hughes. English teacher, come on down. You're going to draw. Hey, who has Miss Hughes in class? Come on. Who has Miss Hughes? Oh, yeah, I see it right there. You got some followers right there in the middle, Miss Hughes. Okay, here we go. Logan, you going to spin it? There's Miss Hughes going to spin it. All right, here we go. Okay, here's our last set right here. You're going to draw two, and these are our last two we're giving away before we give away the bike.
It says Max Livingston again.
Max? Okay, Max, here's what we're going to do. You hurry and come up, and you're going to draw a prize, and you're going to give it to somebody. Come on up, Max, because you already won one. So come on up and get one, and then you got to give it away. Today's your lucky day.
What does that say?
Couldn't read it. Draw another one, we can't read it.
Haley Rose.
Haley Rose and the T. Oh, nice job! Look at that, Miss Hughes. Haley Rose, come on down. Max, come on, and then you get to choose one. Yeah. No, you get to choose one of these right here, and then you get to give it to somebody. Are you going to get that supporter gift card? Oh, yeah, hold it up. You knew what it was. Look at that. Haley Rose right there. Okay, Mr. Ivy, come on up. Now, we are going to, Mr. Sprout, get on that mountain bike right there. Okay, oh, what are we doing? Instagram Live. Okay, how many followers? Do you have more than like 60 followers? 1,000 followers are watching us right now on Instagram Live. Open Road is going to give away an e-mountain bike. You got, okay, we got people on there. We're not going to say how many, but we got people on Instagram Live. All right, okay. All right, Mr. Ivy, you going to come and draw for us? Mr. Sprout, don't wreck that bike because we're trying to give it away. This is a big moment. Okay, we're working out the kinks here on the mountain bike. All right, Mr. Ivy, you ready? Okay, before you draw that name, drum roll, please, drum roll. Come on. Come on, drum roll. No, God. Oh, yeah, drum roll, please. Mr. Ivy is drawing us a name. If Mr. Sprout doesn't wreck that bike, you get to go home with this bike. You got it? Wow.
It is. Kane, I-M-I-G.
Wow, that is Kane Immig. Gary Roberts. Come on.
Who's Kane? Kane, where are you at? Show your face. Oh, Kane. Look at him. I hope you know how to ride a bike. Okay, have you ever ridden an e-bike? Okay, you gotta hop on it 1 second. We're gonna turn it down nice and low for you. Flip it around. Here, come over here. Your name's Kane. Kane, I'm Dan. Congrats, man. You like to ride bikes? Good. Okay, so we're gonna turn it all the way down so it's not too powerful for you to start with. Hop on that bike, take a pedal, it'll take off for you. Kane, if you wreck, I have no coverage. So you're on your own. Look at him go! Woo! There we go. Yeah, you bet.
Hey, let's give him a big round of applause. Look at that. Oh, yeah, how does it work? Love it. Okay, Mr. Sproul, we'll put it right over here and we'll get it up to the office and you can come pick it up and get the charger. Nice job. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Dan Ivy with Open Road for coming here and giving us that bike away today. Okay, we're going to get into the next part of our program here. If I can just love the energy this morning, if I can just get everybody's attention so that we can get this started. We've got half of our student body down in the nest, and Mr. Lang is streaming it down there. The other half here. We are really excited about this opportunity this morning. We have had the wonderful opportunity to work with a national group to bring in a world-renowned, award-winning national speaker. The gentleman's name is Mr. Kevin Atlas. You're going to notice some things about Mr. Kevin Atlas as he comes out here on the stage. But more importantly, of what you're going to notice about him, you're going to hear his story. And what we believe, what we know, is that each one of us, teachers, administrators, counselors, students, each one of us is going to be able to feel Mr. Atlas's presence today. He's going to say some things to us that is going to speak to each one of us individually. This is a message that we all need at Wasatch High School in the Heber Valley at this time. And we're so grateful and so excited for him to be here today. Please give him your attention. Please give him your respect. And please make sure that he leaves here today understanding what We Are Wasatch means. So that when he walks out of here, in an hour or so that there is no doubt in his mind of all the places he's traveled across the nation, that Wasatch High School is the best place to be in the entire United States of America. We are so glad that he's here. Come on out. I don't know where he's coming from. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. He's a big guy, and we did not mean for that to happen. We've been practicing that chest bump, and he got me. Good job. Thank you. Okay.
All right, dude, you're sick. The beard of Zeus on that one, I tell you. Hey, this is going to be a different presentation, maybe than you guys are used to. I've been on tour for 3 months, and this is my last one. So my voice is kind of a little tough to hear, so I'll do my best. Can you turn me down just a little bit? I'm sorry, man. I love you, Mr. Bond. This is going to be cool. I'm not a typical speaker you guys might have had in the past, unless you're like giant one-arm guys coming in here. I don't know what you're into, you sickos. I didn't really like speakers when I was your age. I thought it was a waste of time to connect to them. So I'm real, unapologetically. This is going to be more of a conversation. I'm not a speaker. I'm a professional learner. I'm going to learn and grow till I die. I've spoken to Google, Facebook, United Nations. They pay me $70,000 for the same presentation you guys are getting for free. I was the first D1 pro basketball player to play with a disability. I've traveled the world, been to 49 US states, every continent, but Antarctica. I've met millions of people from all different walks of life. And honestly, this presentation is like seniors imagine speaking to your freshman self for an hour. What would you say and why? That's what this is. I'm going to change your perspectives completely on life, right? By the time you guys walk out that door. Otherwise, you get out of class for an hour. So you're welcome. Win-win either way. Fair enough? Here's the thing, though, and I want you to listen, okay? I'm the face of a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm a self-made multi-millionaire. I'm here because I genuinely care about you guys. This world's going to be a better place for me being in it. That's non-negotiable. You put a gun in my head, that doesn't change. And there's a lot of dark humor in this presentation, so a friendly reminder, you can't cancel cripple, okay? Just throwing that out there. You'll learn to laugh again. I don't care. We're doing it, baby. Let's go. Listen. None of you chose to be born. Facts? I've met over 1 million people in my lifetime. No one's ever chose to be born. Not to my understanding. You didn't choose what you look like, what you sound like. You didn't choose what country you were born into. You didn't choose the state you were born into. You didn't choose your family. You were just born into it. You don't choose what school you go to. You're just born around it. And you don't choose the kids that go to school with you. They're just born around you. So far, until you're 18 and you graduate high school, this is a tutorial to a video game. You haven't even started life yet. You have no freedom at home, no freedom at school. Your lives haven't even started. Pretty dope, huh? And some of the coolest video games, like Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, etc., Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out in 30 years from now, like those games have the hardest tutorials, right? If you do it right, you can hack life. I'm gonna give you the blueprints to hack the Matrix and take anything you want out of this world. I'm Captain Hook, you're my pirate army, and you're gonna pillage, right? The problem is that a lot of you guys are floating around like NPCs. And just hear me out. You guys just like float from like different dopamine grab to dopamine grab, whether it's a video game or Netflix or a song. You are floating day by day, just bouncing around. You're not even alive. Gonna wake you up, baby. Let's go. Somebody put their foot up my butt when I was your age, and it totally changed my life, and I'm here to do the same, except I wear a size 17, but don't worry, we'll get it up there. Night's young, guys. We're gonna get it. But before I get started, there's 2 elephants in the room I have to address. If I don't talk about it, you won't listen to anything else I say. Okay, so let's get this out of the way because I have so much I want to share with you. So much knowledge and wisdom I want to give to you guys. But you won't listen to anything I say if I don't talk about it, so let's talk about it. How many of you guys wondering how tall I am? Yeah, there it is. I'm 6'11". Sick. You know that's like going freak. Like, thanks, guys. I feel like Gandalf in the Shire, just kind of lurking around the world, giant man. I average between my 2 companies and speaking and stuff, I average about 150 flights a year, which is crazy. And my only pet peeve in life is when people sit in front of me and they see how freakishly tall I am and they recline their seats and crush my kneecaps and the little stupid heads in my face. And I got no chill at all, so I just breathe heavily, so it'll stop super creepy, like, oh, yeah, works. During COVID, you had to wear masks on planes. This happened to 2 different gentlemen, 2 different airplanes. The breathing thing didn't work because you had to wear a mask. And dude, they were crushing my kneecaps. And I kindly asked them, like, dude, I'm 6'11", can you not? I'm gonna have 1 limb left by the end of this flight. I can't feel my legs. They wouldn't put it up for whatever reason. So I was like, all right, play stupid games. win stupid prizes. So I put this over the seat and went, bah! Scared the hell out of him. But it worked! Which brings me to the second thing I gotta talk about. Because if I don't talk about what happened to this sucker, you ain't gonna listen to a word I say the whole presentation. You're gonna stare at it the whole time. Especially this guy. This thing's wild. It's like a bad action figure. It has two movements. It goes like this, it goes like this. It's all you get for free. Pretty classic. I'm from California originally. Real quick so we can get into the presentation. Just what happened to my arm. I'm from Cali. When I was in second grade, we took, well, cool, you moved here because it's expensive. I love you. Listen, I was in second grade. We took our first family vacation. Didn't come for money, right? So we took our first vacation to the Big Island of Hawaii. And I was like, I don't know, 6 years old, so I wasn't far out in the water. My brother was teaching me how to boogie board. And I remember these four surfers in the distance screaming and waving at us. And we thought it was because surfers hate boogie boarders or they're trying to catch a wave or something. Didn't happen to be the case. Unfortunately, they were trying to warn us if it was in the water. And my brother got knocked into the water. I got pulled into the water. And he came out okay. I felt this click, and it came out, and my arm wasn't there anymore. And at first I was in so much shock, I hardly felt any pain at all. Like, my brother and I just looked at this thing like, yo, the heck is this? And then all the pain set in at once, and I started bleeding like crazy, like a waterfall, and I passed out from blood loss. Last thing I remember is somebody screaming. I woke up in the hospital with bandages around my arm, and my parents were crying and praying over me, and I remember the doctors walking in with some x-rays, saying, really, sorry to tell you this, but judging by the bite marks on your arm, it was about a 6.5 foot long bull shark that bit your arm off. And there's no way to recover it. And sorry guys, kind of a dick move. I have a horrible sense of humor. None of that happened at all, but it's fun for me, and that's what matters. I'm sorry, I'm a horrible human. That's so much fun though. Ha! I'm not allowed to speak at middle schools anymore. Little kids kept passing out. I was like a liability or something. Listen, imagine speaking to a bunch of high school kids who don't want to be there. It's like the sickest audience in the world. That's with you a little bit. It's just a little shark story, wake you up. I'll tell you what happened to my arm. Again, you in the future, listen, I've accomplished all my goals and dreams. I am not better than you. I'm gonna teach you a couple different masteries. I've had some of the most incredible humans on the planet mentor me. I'm very blessed, okay? But I'm giving you this knowledge, and I'm not here to inspire you for a day or a week or a month. I want your lives, this to be that turning point, this pivot, and you guys just excel at everything you do. So, the first one is empathy, and it's subjectively speaking, it's my favorite, empathy. Putting yourself in other people's shoes and feeling what they feel, right? Your brains haven't really kicked that on in high school yet. Males, your brains don't stop developing until 28. You're not even a real human yet. Right now, putting yourself in other people's shoes and feeling what they feel, that's a superpower. You can't even be consciously kind without empathy. Now, if you want to have any sort of big purpose or impact in the world, empathy, you have to be a master of it. All my favorite leaders are. From Jesus Christ to Buddha to Martin Luther King and on and on and on. All of them mastered empathy. So, for the context of this presentation, I'm going to speak about myself for 4 minutes, but make this very clear. This presentation is 100% about you. I'm not coming up here to talk about myself the whole time. 100% it's about you. But I need you to know who's speaking to you, okay? Some of you guys might be able to relate. Some of you guys might not be able to. Those ones need to realize what kind of lives the kids sitting next to them are going through and have no idea. Jeff Bezos, one of the wealthiest men in the world, created Amazon. Dude, this guy, he said we'd still be an online book company, which is how Amazon started, if not for the empathy with our clients, our customers. That's how we grew into one of the trillion-dollar companies. Empathy is a superpower. You'll never maximize your potential without it. So, for context of this presentation, you're putting yourself in my shoes, feeling what I feel, just for 4 minutes, real quick. Got it? You are me. This is what happened to my arm. I was born on Friday the 13th. Classic. I was also born on Good Friday. Same day that year. Can't hang me on a cross though, right? Oh, dark joke, sorry. Dark. It's supposed to be left-handed too. God's the one that got jokes, all right? What happened, I was born with all these complications. My umbilical cord wrapped around my neck twice. My arm got kind of between the umbilical cord and my neck. It essentially took my arm off, saved my neck, saved my life. Which I think is a blessing in disguise. Pretty good trade. Locking shots in the womb, baby. Let's go. But when I was born, I wasn't breathing. Doctors had to revive me a couple times. They didn't know if I was going to survive or not, or if I'd be mentally there. A lot of my friends still wonder if I am, but they saved me. Born into a household with two awesome, loving parents who couldn't get along. When I was 3, it was one of my first vivid memories in life. My dad came up to me, and he's like, guess what, Kevin? You get 2 Christmases now. I'm like, yes! And they got divorced, and that's just bad parenting, honestly. The problem is that I'm from the Silicon Valley area. So like, if you guys aren't like aware, all those tech companies, if the Silicon Valley was its own country, it'd be the 8th wealthiest country in the world. That's how crazy that area is. I'm the poor kid from like the richest community on the planet. If you guys watch South Park, I'm Kenny, okay? My parents each worked 2 jobs to support my siblings and I. So in elementary school, this is all I knew. I woke up at 4 a.m. to get ready for school by 5, so then I could go, my parent could commute to work. I get dropped off at daycare. 5 a.m. we'd leave the house, get dropped off at daycare before school. Then I got picked up at 7 p.m. at night from Boys and Girls Club. Had great parents, never saw them, didn't have a home structure. Because of that, I fell so far behind academically, I couldn't even read till 3rd grade. You guys still play that game Popcorn? You choose on each other to read in class? Game sucks, dude. We played in 2nd grade. Someone called on me to read the book, and I was the only kid who couldn't read. So I started stuttering and stuff, and everyone started laughing at me. And so, like a champion, I was all embarrassed, right? I just threw the book across the room. And then I hopped the fence. I just walked out of class. I hopped the fence and I walked home. Pretty boss move for a 2nd grader. Problem is, the principal thought I got kidnapped. It was like a whole thing. Dude, he called the Pleasanton Police Department like there's a one-armed kid on the loose. You gotta find him. I was at home watching Pokemon. I got in so much trouble. Can't cuff me anyways, coppers, am I right? Glove don't fit. It works for OJ. I don't know. Yo, I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. I was diagnosed with dyslexia as a kid. I had a speech deficiency. I couldn't say L's or R's to middle school. Needed glasses, no one knew it, couldn't read. The whole works, dude. I was in counseling, anger management, special needs. They didn't know what to do with me. Stupidest kid in town. And again, this presentation isn't about me. It's 100% about you. Hold on. Just giving you context who's speaking to you, okay? A lot of you guys might be struggling with this, and I'm here to change your perspectives completely, okay? Academically, last place. Physically, totally self-aware. I'm a freak of nature. Let's talk about it. I had shaggy red hair almost my whole life. I looked like Ronald McDonald. Bro, in like 5th grade, I was 5'10". One arm flopping around. It was a lot, dude. We do songs in class like the YMCA, and I'm the only one not doing it. Teacher's like, why don't you do the YMCA, bro? I'm like, seriously? Does this look like an MDU? Do the hokey pokey next? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. It's messed up. Canceled. Bro, a lot of awkward times for a one-armed guy. What's your name, dude? Mitchell. You look like a Mitchell. Mitchell, got a question for you. You want to play patty cake? Me neither, Mitchell. I never won a game of Twister. You get the picture. Empathy's fun, huh? A lot of awkward times for a one-armed guy. We'll get into it. But again, this isn't about me. It's about you. You're just empathizing. You're putting yourself in my body. I didn't choose to be born either. Make matters worse, and I'm not here to depress you. This is just me speaking from the heart. I said I was going to be real. I'm going to be real. 3rd grade. It was 5 a.m. before I was at my dad's house, right? And Dad explained to me, my brother, and sister, while we were at our mom's, he had a seizure. He went to the hospital. They found cancer on his body. Didn't know how much longer he was going to live. And my older siblings ran out of the room crying. I sat there and stared at him because I was like 7 years old. I didn't know what cancer was. Plus, I was slow in the head. We went over that. But how I perceived it was actually pretty cool. I thought your house was a magical place that heals you. And hear me out. You stay home sick from school and you get better. You like regenerate. I don't know. That's how science works. But I thought if I raised money for him, he wouldn't have to work 2 jobs. He could come home, start chemo, the treatment for cancer, get better. Right? So I saved every penny on the planet for him. Everyone knew that about me as a kid. I was the money fiend. If you invited me over to your house to play, I'd ask your parents if they could do chores for money. Everyone presumed it was because I was the poor kid in the rich community. Empathetically, they didn't realize I was on a mission to save my dad. I saved my lunch money, $2 a day, didn't need to eat. Car washes, lemonade stands. If there was a quarter on the ground at a grocery store, if you didn't touch it, it was fair game. You could be an old lady trying to pick it up, I'd straight die for it and pummel you. I didn't care. No chill. I saved up like $240+, mostly $1 bills, right? Rubber bands around it. It took me a little time. Magic Mike money. You gotta do what you gotta do. I had it in a pair of shoes I never wore in my closet, so my siblings wouldn't find it and take it. And my dad's cleaning out my brother and I's room one day. He found it. He was super ticked off. He thought I stole it, right? He's like, Kevin, get up here. I was like, man, what do I do now? And he looked down at me. He's like, where'd you get this? And I looked up at him and I said, I was saving it for you so you could come home and get better. And my dad's 6'9", 330 pounds, refrigerator of a human being, Superman. Never seen him cry in my life. Just a blunt, funny dude, right? Sits there and he's staring at me and just starts crying. He didn't say a word. I'll never forget his face. He starts crying. Realizes his son is like saving his lunch money to try to save him from cancer. It hit him like a bus. He didn't say a word. He just started crying, put my money in his back pocket, walked out of the room. I was like, bro, that's my money, man. But the timing of this was wild. He quit both his jobs within a month, quit both his jobs, from my perspective, came home, started chemo, the treatment for cancer. From my perspective, $240 was enough, like a lot of money, to raise 3 kids on. I don't know, but I didn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. anymore. He walked me to school, camping, hiking, fishing, got to know him, made my lunches, dude. I thought I saved him. Unfortunately, in the 5th grade, my dad didn't beat his fight with cancer, came back and got him. And as a 10-year-old, I held his hand in the living room of my house, hospice there, taking care of him as he took his last breath to pass away. And I'm not here to depress you guys by any means, right? But I'm saying, like, I felt like I was the only kid in the world dealing with this. I put this mask on, went back to school, pretending everything was okay on the outside. I didn't want people to pity me more than they already did. My life sucked. It was so bad. I used to lock myself away in the room and like play with action figures or video games or read books or whatever, make my own reality. And I felt I was the only person on the planet that had to become numb and just turn off their emotions just to survive. Dude, my life was trash. And I didn't decide this. I didn't even choose to exist. Messed up. Friday the 13th. I'm the monster that you'd find in one of your horror movies. It's the makings of a villain. I didn't become that. And I thought I was the only person going through that, dude. Suicide rates have skyrocketed, anxiety, depression, we're desensitized from school shootings. You guys, let me make this very clear, are the future of the greatest empire that's ever existed. That's rapidly falling apart. The stakes are very high. You matter more than you can conceive. And if this is you going through this, guess what? We're going to take the mask off today. And if it isn't you, you're going to realize the kids you're going to school with, man, parents with a pulse is a blessing. You have no idea, some of you guys, what you're taking for granted and what you're sitting next to because you haven't practiced empathy at all. Judgment is the opposite of empathy. Judgment is the cancer to all society, mankind, every religion. Judgment. Empathy is the cure. This is who I am today. I'm not being boastful. I'm blessed. I'm not that 10-year-old kid anymore. I've hacked life. Hear me out and hear me out. I accomplished all my goals and dreams in basketball. The second D1 basketball player at Twin Arms playing right now. I opened up the door for others to do the same. That's sick. They filmed a documentary on my life story for 7 years. Following me around like I was a freaking Kardashian or something. Filmed me in the shower too, which is awkward and probably illegal, but if you want P. Diddy to produce a movie, no, I'm just kidding. That's a fun joke. Listen, I gotta chill. I'm sorry, guys. It's the last speech. It's the last speech for the year. I'm sorry. Listen, that documentary was qualified for an Academy, or it was qualified for an Oscar. It was in select theaters nationwide. It was on Hulu for 6 years. Now they're making a motion picture, like a second movie, with actors like Blindside, Soul Surfer, whatever, on my life story. That's super humbling. Cool. Stupidest kid in town. That's me. You guys might think you're dumb. Let me change your perspective for those of you who aren't applying yourselves because you think that. I was the dumbest kid. My first A was in 6th grade home ec, because we had to sew a pillow. You ever see a one-armed guy sew a pillow? Yeah, my teacher didn't either, and she felt horrible. She's like, you get an A. I'm like, yes! I did not care. I'll take that pity. I literally tried to jump into sign language next semester. They kicked me out. It was the whole thing. Bro, I thought it was classic, though. I got a 317 in high school. I had to work my tail off, dude, for that. I'm glad I did. I graduated first in class in military academy. I graduated with no transfer credits, no AP classes, right? I graduated at a top 50 business school in America as a dual major. Right? In 3 years, taking 40 credits a year, I graduated as a junior on a $280,000 scholarship as a D1 basketball player. I graduated as a junior. They take one boy, one girl every year from the college, make the Pennant Sword Honor Society. Never taken a junior, never taken anyone off the male's basketball team. Stupidest kid in town. I told myself I was stupid. Did you guys know that Utah is ranked number 13 out of 50 for the United States as far as education goes? Did you know that, and hear me out, the United States of America is ranked 13 overall out of 242 countries. So the 2.0 pothead in this room is one of the most intelligent people in your age group in the entirety of the planet. But you're comparing yourself against others. When the reality is, the hardest part about college is getting in. Time to change perspectives a little bit. You are smart. You have no idea how smart you are, because you're living in a vacuum. Couldn't read till 3rd grade. Hachette, the biggest publication company in the world, published my book. You know how long it takes a guy with ADHD, dyslexia, and 5 fingers to type a book? This thing's only good for a space bar. I had a speech deficiency. I couldn't say L's or R's to middle school. I spoke to the United Nations. How? When my mom got ill and she couldn't afford her medication, guess who paid for it? Then I bought her house, paid it off, surprised her with it. So living until you die. And I'm proud of that, because my mom did everything for me, and I love her. And I ain't come from 2 pennies. How? I got a production company, a real estate company, a speaker company. I do not have a boss. I travel around the world and help people and do whatever I want. I scuba dive the Great Barrier Reef randomly. To get back to sharks that got me. Just kidding. I just do random stuff, dude. 18th birthday, went skydiving. Why? Because this is sick, dude. Life is awesome. And I didn't know what happiness was at your age, and you deserve to be happy, and I'm sorry if you've never heard that before. You matter more than you know. But let's take a step back from academics, because what's your Harvard degree matter if you're not happy? You deserve to be. That's what we're going to do in this presentation. I want you to be happier than me. I want you to be a leader, like an actual leader, not like I'm team captain because I'm good, but like an actual leader, right? I want you guys to find your self-love and your confidence. I want you to be so extremely successful, like so more than me, everything more than me. And I didn't know what happiness was at your age. That's what we're going to do for an hour. Are you guys okay with that? Okay, your energy's kind of cool. At least you laughed at my dark jokes. But some of you are just smiling because you don't know if you can. You look like psychopaths. Just throwing that out there. The energy in this room, it needs to get elevated. It's like a 4 out of 10, arguably right now. We need to elevate that energy. You're going to get out what you put in. Why? No one's paying me to be here. I'm here because I genuinely care about you. But I'm not here to waste my time. If you ain't going to take this and learn from it and work on this and scale for the rest of your lives, I should be at a different school working on my company. My phone's off right now. You guys should all be in class. So I ask you again, you okay if we do this for an hour? Oh, we got 24 pulses. Let's go. All right, for the course of this presentation, this is what we're going to do. When I ask you guys a question, I want your hand all the way up or not at all. Empathy. I want you to see everybody around you with their hand up. That's why we're doing it, so you can see it. There's no judgment in this room. Won't be, right? I don't want you to do this, right? I didn't raise my hand once. Ha! I don't want you to do this. World War II wasn't that long ago. All the way up. How many guys want to be successful in life? Cool, cool, cool. How many want to be happy? How many want to be better leaders or have an impact or purpose? All the way up or not at all? Sick. How many guys don't like high school? All right, that's pretty good. Half and half. Are you guys okay if we do this for an hour? Thank you, sir. 1 thumbs up. That's all I got to, brother. I see you. All right, let's get it. Yeah. My life didn't start when I was born. It started in 7th grade. This is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing I could teach you at all. If I could go back in time, listen, bro, Bitcoin, NVIDIA, and then this. Listen, this wisdom, bro, hear me. I promise you on my life that you will never fully be happy or maximize your potential if you don't not only learn this, but practice it like a muscle. My life started in 7th grade, not when I was born. It started when somebody did for me what I want to do for you. Here comes that foot I was talking about. Let's go. I went to Pleasanton Middle School. It was literally called PMS. Dumb. Our school colors are red, too. They just didn't care. Whatever. Bro, I was 6'4" in 7th grade. Gross. Free fall. Just disgusting. My parents threw me in soccer. I never played basketball, organized basketball in my life because, I mean, it's more rational, right? My buddy Cody's like, dude, you can't be 6'4" and not play. Had me try out for the school team with him. First day of tryouts, coach pulled me aside in front of everyone and explained to me that basketball is a 2-arm sport, try something else. He cut me from the team, even at 6'4". I was like, sick, man. I didn't want to play for PMS anyway, Jared. A guy closes the door, opens a window, whatever, right? There's coach in a neighboring town. Patrick McKnight ran an AAU program. If you don't know what that is, it's an off-season club travel team. Hear me out. Hear me out. Patrick McKnight is one of the craziest humans I ever met. Like if Biggie Smalls had a little brother, that's who Patrick McKnight is, right? This guy was crazy. In his AAU program, it's an off-season club travel team. My school had 3,300 kids in it. James Logan in our conference had 5,500 kids. Imagine all the San Francisco schools, right? These massive schools. This one's big, your school's big. Imagine like the MVPs from the best teams stacked on a nationally ranked off-season team, 11th, 12th graders. And he heard about a 7th grader with one arm couldn't make a 7th grade team. We didn't know this guy. He got a hold of my mom. Somebody gave him his number. He asked me to try out. I go to that tryout with my mom, right? I walk into that gym and I remember this. He's standing next to the door and these guys are like 360 dunking, windmill dunking as we walked in. And I said, I'm in the wrong place. And he's standing there. He's like, no, you're not. You must be Kevin. Thanks for coming. We start practicing. Bro, these guys had a dunk competition on them. Like real mature, everyone dunked on the one-arm guy. But then he blew his whistle, came on the court, did something for me I want to do for you. Hear me. He walked on the court and said, Kevin, why don't you use that when you play? I was like, what are you talking about, bro? He's like, why don't you use that arm when you play? I was like, chill, bro, I don't have an arm, right? That's the whole thing. He's like, no, man, that thing's a weapon. This thing, guys, I call it my nub. Everybody wave to the nub. Yes, wave to it. Yes. Today's going to get real weird, starting now. Do I have any... Let's see. Do I have any senior varsity football players in here? Conveniently close. Any varsity football players in here? Juniors, upperclassmen at all? All right. Where? You're too tucked away. Let me just, can you get on stage quickly? Like fast? Like so fast? Everyone give them a round of applause. Let's go. Sit. Are you the running back? D-line. You walk like it. Buddy, what's your name? Brody. My man. Cute little fella, little Brody. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Senior? Awesome, dude. So you guys understand the nub. Where guys' bones separate in the forearm, reconnect at the wrist. Mine are like, nah, I can't do that. So these are two bones, they're like little daggers. You get nervous, Brody?
Yes, sir.
No? You ever been nubbed before?
I've never been nubbed.
This is going to be a weird day for you, bud. Now you're nervous. Are you still in season?
No, sir.
Okay, sick. I'll give you like a 4 out of 10. Okay? How'd that feel?
Not good.
You liked it, this guy. Brody, I want you to pull my arm down. You're strong. Kind of wild. It's fast, too, man. I love it. Come here, bro. You got nubbed. Give it up for Brody. Thank you, dude. You're pretty jacked, though. What did I love you? Hey, Brody. This guy. Yo, I went like a 4 out of 10 on him, right? He's a big dude. This thing's stupidly powerful for no reason. It kind of defies physics. Ultimately, what this coach did is he made me into the world's dirtiest basketball player because there's nothing in the rule book against nubbing people. And when I go 10 out of 10, when I go all out, I've broken so many rib cages. I've broken noses. It's a ninja nub. Refs can't see it. I post up on the block. I just shake other guys with this. Other guy gets all ticked off, tries to fight me. The ref's like, why are you trying to fight the one-armed guy? What's wrong with you? Power of the nub. Dude, I'm at this practice as a 7th grader, this tryout thing, and this guy Marquise at Antioch High School, he's down at Cal Berkeley, got a fast break on me. A couple possessions after coach yelled at me to use the nub. Dude doesn't try to dunk on me, he tries to like posterize and dunk over me, right? But I nubbed him. How it worked out, I nubbed him like right in the crotch. Defiled the dude. He's on the floor crying. The whole practice stops. Everyone's laughing and rolling. And Marquise said something I never heard before. And here's the point of me sharing this with you. He said, he's on the ground. I really defiled the man. I should look up on him and see if he has kids or something. But he's on the ground crying, and he said, Coach, it's not fair. Coach, it's not fair. That was wild. I never heard that. Yo, put yourself in my shoes. You all have insecurities at your age, right? High school, right? People are judgmental. Facts? People are mean. Facts? Yeah, high school's weird because everyone wants to stay the same and like go under the radar and just float through so you don't get roasted. But you go to college and everywhere else in the rest of your life, everyone wants to stand out and be different. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, imagine you have insecurities, ADHD, dyslexia. right? You have your own speech deficiency. I can hide it. I can not talk. Imagine if you had this. Why me, dude? I just never had. I was born into the world like this. It was the epitome of everything I hated about my crappy life. You walk in a grocery store, little kid's like, Mom, why has he got one arm? Mom gets all weird. Like a constant state of being uncomfortable at all times. It's just like, oh, bro. Like you hide it and stuff, long sleeves. Dude, girls were ruthless growing up, bro. For the most part, man, you thought I had leprosy or something. Touch the nub, you get one too. Only be so lucky, Brody. Yo, I hated looking in mirrors. I hated this arm. And you know what this coach couldn't do? Couldn't grow it out, couldn't fix it. Through basketball over time, he allowed me to embrace it, making my greatest weakness my greatest strength. The reason why I'm telling you this, and I really hope that this message haunts you. You are the most sensitive generation that has ever existed in recorded history of humanity. There. Now, not everybody, but here's the problem. Social media and stuff doesn't help. Bullying doesn't help, all that. Hear me out. Hear me out. What that sensitivity really is an absolute void, a lack of self-love. And you're projecting your insecurities on other people. And that makes everything suck. Imagine if you were me. Empathize, put yourself in my shoes. Okay? I hated this song. I love it now. This thing's dope, dude. How sick it is. The girls who are vain that don't like it, it's great. I don't want to be around those women anyway. Be gone, vile creatures. You got antidote. You gave me a left arm today, I wouldn't take it. I love this nut. This thing's freaking awesome. Brody loves it too, don't you, big guy? Hey. You guys have insecurities at your age. If your little mind is beating you up and beating you down all the time, your life's gonna suck. Hear me out. If you can't love you, how the hell is anyone in the world supposed to be able to? If you can't learn to look in the mirror and love yourself back, how are you supposed to maximize confidence? How are you supposed to be a leader? Who's gonna follow that? Your whole life shrivels up. Hear me, Michael Phelps, my boy. This guy has won everything you fantasize about. What do I mean by that? Dude, you guys know who Michael Phelps is? Most decorated Olympian of all time? Yeah, this guy's real life Aquaman. Married Miss Universe, multi-millionaire, has all the stuff, all the things, suicidal tendencies. So depressed. And he's out of it now. He's good now. He's got a great family, the whole works. But even though he had everything that you fantasize about obtaining, this guy, you know what? He suffered so badly. And I asked him how he got out of it, how he got better. And I use this for you guys to understand and see. He's like, Kevin, this is what he said. Kevin, there's no one in your life that you'll ever spend more time with than you. And if that little voice in the back of your head is constantly beating down, your life's gonna suck. Doesn't matter what you achieve, doesn't matter what you get, doesn't matter. That little voice in your head is constantly beating you down, your life's gonna suck. You have to literally train the neurons in your brain to be kind. And your life immediately gets better. And everyone around you benefits from it too. And so he said, what I do is I walk through a door, and every time I walk through a door, I give myself a small win or positive affirmation. So we could be having a conversation with him walking through a door, boom, just like that. Small affirmation in his head. A pat on the back for something. Let me give you an example. You guys get 99 out of 100 right on the test. You immediately go to the one problem you get wrong. Facts? When do you ever tap yourself on the 99 you got right? When do you ever tap yourself on the back, or is it on to the next test? Yeah, the two guys who are vocal enough to speak out in front of their school, who have that confidence, do. Sick. Perfect example. When do you ever pat yourself on the back? When do you ever appreciate you? When do you ever train that thing to be kind? Because the first battle is up here, and it's the hardest one. And you'll never be happy. Never truly know what happiness is. If you can't love yourself, look in the mirror and love yourself back. So, Brody, where'd you go, buddy? Hey, you know what I did? I thought that was a little conceited. Every doorway? Come on, Michael Phelps, but it's hard to argue with the most decorated Olympian of all time. Facts? Yeah, so I tried it. You know what happened, buddy? You know what happened? I hit my head on every damn doorway. I forgot to duck. I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done, Michael Phelps. So I do it when I brush my teeth. Figure out your own way, whatever works for you. I brush my teeth in the morning. My voice, it's almost gone. I'm burnt out, dude. I'm at like 40% energy. I woke up in a hotel an hour away from here. I don't even know where I was, right? And I brush my teeth and I look in the mirror and be like, but dude, Today's gonna be a sick day. You're gonna help a bunch of kids make leaders, make some impact. Let's go. Today's dope. I'm proud of you, bro. Let's get it. And I walk out to the hallway, I got a smile on my face. Now, some of you, and hear me out, walk into school like this. Friggin' Eeyores. School sucks. You're not even consciously living. You're an NPC. You're a bot. You're just floating. You're waking up, just going where you have to and doing minimal effort to conserve energy so you can do whatever thing that you do as a passion. Hear me out. When I go to bed at night, it could be the worst day of my life. I look in the mirror after I brush my teeth. Hey, you survived all your worst days, buddy. Statistically speaking, tomorrow's going to be better. You get some rest, you stallion. You deserve it. Bro, it's dope. Thank you. Hey, when you do this, your brain, the neurons in your brain become optimistic, not pessimistic. The problem with high schools across the country is there's pest negativity, like a blanket. And I've only been to 2 countries who complain about going to school. Canada, United States. Go to Uganda, go to Congo. Find one kid that complains about having to go to school. Go to Argentina, Brazil, Colombia. Go to the places I've gone to. Europe's a different vibe. China, I spent about 11 months of my life in Asia. They compete academically like we compete in athletics. You're the only kids that have to go to school because your mentality. You gotta change that, dude. You deserve to be happy. If you're surrounded in an environment legally that isn't a happy culture, then yeah, it's really hard to be. But you can't control that, you can control you. And you deserve to smile. Whatever your insecurities are, own it. It's dope! It's only a disability if you make it one, or it's a superpower. Pretty sick. What can't I do? Monkey bars? I'm too tall for those anyway. I soda pillow, just because I wanted to see if I could. Everything's easy. Why? Because my mentality is like, dude, it doesn't matter at all. This is just the Matrix and I'm gonna win it. I'm glad I have this arm. Good. If you don't like it, looking in the mirror and seeing yourself and you have those insecurities, guess what? There's 8 billion people in the world, right? There's one you. You're a Picasso painting. You're a 101. You're a piece of art. And if you can't love you, the world's not going to learn to. So you better start. Fair? I highly recommend those affirmations. Like exercising a muscle, you have to train your mind to be kind. Because empathy is the mastery of all purpose and impact. You have to be able to empathize with others. But if you want to be a leader, that's optimism. You have to be positive to be an effective leader. That's the cornerstone of it. That's the cornerstone. Name one awesome leader who wasn't. You can be high energy. You don't have to play that character you've been playing this whole time. And I'm going to show you how through this presentation. Because you deserve to be happy, you need to spread it too. Fair? And then you gain confidence. And you know what happens when you gain confidence? You start massacring and doing anything you want. It's so sick. You find your voice. I went back into 8th grade. Not only did I make the team, I was the best player on it. Nubbing all those poor little freaking kids at PMS. Still have the shot blocking record there. Let's go. I went into high school. Basketball became my golden dream. It's my 3rd favorite sport. It's not even my favorite sport. Why did I want to play basketball? Because my life sucked and I stepped on the court and then people stopped looking at me like a one-arm guy and started to respect me because I was balling out with one arm. Basketball became the only place I felt like I had value in my crappy life. How many of you in here have a goal or dream? Something you want to do when you grow up, all the way up or not at all? Keep it up. Where'd your hand go? That was quick. Oh, dang, shine away, leadership. There's one. Rise. What's your name? Michaela? Right ahead. I'm no clapping expert, but that sucked. Michaela, I want you to tell everyone what you want. What's your goal? What's your career? No wrong answers. Real loud, that way.
I really hope to go to college and become a good people and athlete.
Let's go, Michaela! All right, sit down. This is it. I figured it out. I figured you guys out. I figured you out. Michaela, you got one job. Look around the room. I know you're sitting up front. I want you to watch this. How interesting this is. Hey, same question. Raise your hand if you have a goal or dream. All right, that's actually pretty impressive. Let's see, keep your hand up, all the way up and not at all. Ooh, here, oh, so close. Wavering. Eyes, where'd they go? Line, an unlocked elbow. This is a psychopath, clearly. I love this guy. Rise! What's your name? Riker. No. You aren't getting it. You aren't getting it yet. Riker, guess what, buddy? You're on stage with me. Let's go, bud. Yeah. It's gonna be so much fun. Riker! Hey, what grade are you in, dude? You're a freshman? Oh, Riker. Hey, do you have any idea why I'm asking this question? Do you have any idea why I'm asking this question at all or why we're doing this? 8 billion people in the world. Do you know what the number one fear is in all humanity? The number one fear is public speaking. The number two fear in all of humanity, you know what it is? It's not spiders, snakes, or heights. No, it's death. So at a funeral, people would rather be in a coffin than give a eulogy. And I asked you, Lot, I asked you if you had a goal or dream. And the first time I asked, before I called on Michaela, I would say a good 80% of you in this room raised their hand. The 20% who didn't are either lying or lazy. I've met over 1 million people in my life, and I've never met somebody who doesn't want something, even if it's just to be left alone. Life's going to be hardest for you because you're not even showing up. And then, I called on Michaela. And then I said, watch this, Michaela. I asked the same question. And I'll give credit where it's due. You guys only dropped about like 5%, maybe 10 to 70%. Those of you whose arms started to go like this, or you looked away, you know what? You didn't want to be called on because you're more fearful of the judgment of your peers than you are passionate about your dreams and you lack courage. But you know who stared at me, even though none of his friends had his hand up? With his elbow locked, right in my eyes, a freshman flexing on a lot of you upperclassmen, Riker. Love it. Riker, I know you're in front of your school. This can be uncomfortable. I know that because your hands are in your pocket. They were crossed earlier. Put them down. This is uncomfortable. Fall in love with the pain of growth. Fall in love with this feeling. You're going to grow till you die. It's uncomfortable. Good. You don't grow in your comfort zone. You want to grow down there. You grow more up here. Listen, this is what we're going to do. Before we hear what you want, right, I'm going to do a little exercise. I'm going to do something, okay? Because I'm not in the business of judgment. I hate judgment, but I love elevating leaders and celebrating each other. And when we create a positive atmosphere, the vibration changes. School becomes a lot more fun. And guess what? A lot of you start to find that confidence and therefore your self-love. That's more important. So, I'm going to count to 3 and we're all going to cheer for him. You're not going to tell us what you want, not yet. I'm going to count to 3 and we're all going to cheer for him. Wait till I count to 3. And when I mean cheer, whatever character avatar you've been playing this far in this tutorial of life, you're going to drop that act. When I say cheer, I'm on a giant bridge with your dog. If you don't have a dog, you do now, and you love it. And if you don't cheer, stand up, stomp, yell, whatever, go crazy after I count to 3, I'm going to get your dog, I'm going to punt it off that bridge. I want you to cheer for this freshman like your dog's life depends on it. That's how we're going to do this. Riker, you have one job. I want you to not look at the negative. No, positive bias, not negative. There's negative and positive everywhere. I want you to subconsciously, right now, consciously look at the faces. Not at the people who stand up and go like this because they feel like they have to. Not the kids sitting down. No, the ones that actually participate, actually exert energy, actually go crazy for you. I want you to look at their faces, okay? One job. On 3, or there goes Old Yeller. 1, 2, 3, let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Your faces. Look at 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 it. 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 Look at your faces. Look at it. There you go. All right, sit down. Hey, Riker, what do you see on the faces of the people that participated in that? Yeah, what'd you see with their mouths? What'd you see? They were smiling? You saw joy? Yeah, so a lot of jumping from this guy? Ah, I don't know the rules. All right, love this guy. Listen, You can feel if you actually participated in that. You participated, he didn't, not really. If you actually participated in that, guess what? Guess what? You couldn't help but feel the vibration of the room change. Facts? You can hear it. That energy totally transforms the room, right? And for those of you who didn't stand up, I'm not talking to you. If you're too cool to stand up for this freshman and have the courage to go on stage, why the hell would anyone ever stand up and cheer for you? This is supposed to be a family. So, let's do it again, bro. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Second chance opportunity for all of you to join. Riker, tell us what you want and everyone go crazy for him. What do you want? What's your goal? What's your dream? To own a successful business. Let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! All right, go sit down, buddy. All right, I saw you. Do you not feel the vibration change of the room? Yes? Okay, so the school soccer is the attitude you're bringing to it. And you, my Mr. Man, hey, thank you. I saw you stand, thank you. Hey, welcome to the family. We're all better for you being here. Appreciate you, man. Just kept somebody accountable, and we're all better for it. That's it. It's so easy. If you guys want to be successful, I'm about to give it to you on a silver platter. What I just did, right, is because I maxed out confidence. Just like every single Hall of Fame athlete has maxed out confidence. Or a musician, or entrepreneur. Name one who hasn't maxed out their confidence. Gotta find that self-love somewhere, and then you find your voice. And if you don't find your voice, and you're so fearful of judgment, guess what? When good men and good women say nothing, evil prevailed. Evil always does. It's exactly, historically speaking, how World War II happened. It's exactly how the Holocaust happened, and almost everybody's dead from World War II, and that's when history repeats itself. Those are the stakes. Those are the stakes. You're the future of that empire, but we need leaders to stand up. Little lesson for faculty in the room. Maybe you do that in your classroom and delete that empathy or apathy problem. Hey, if you guys want anything, whether it's to go to college, be a great D1 athlete, whether it's own a business, whether it's to be a basketball player, this isn't about me. This is about 100% about you. And if you don't take this, what I'm going to give to you right now, you'll never be fully successful unless mommy or daddy has a big trust fund. No one is coming to save you. This is one mastery you can't get away from. Everyone who's highly successful at any craft they do has this. I steered it at academics. I steered it at athletics, finances. I didn't make my 7th grade basketball team. I was ranked top 50 players in the state of California, the most populated state in the country, by my senior year. I never played organized basketball. I did that with one arm, and I'm not better than you. I'm about to give you this on a silver platter. It's the mastery of success. It's called self-discipline. This is what happened. We'll use basketball as an example. Let's go over this. I wanted to be a basketball player. My life sucked, stepped on the court, people started to appreciate me. So I went to a school with 3,300 kids. I was 6'8", coming in as a 9th grader. My coach, Coach McKnight, said, you gotta tell me about the nub, came up to me my freshman year. And you know what he said? Kevin, I know you wanna go D1. I know you wanna go pro. I talked to your mom, that's what she told me. Guess what, buddy? It's never gonna happen. I was like, you're a jerk, coach. I'm gonna nub you. He looked at me and he said, I talked to your mom. I know what you do when you go home from school. You go home from school and you eat a snack and you watch Netflix. And then you come to practice like every other person who wants to be a basketball player isn't coming to practice and working hard, because all of them are. And then you go home, shower, eat dinner, procrastinate in homework. Most of the time you don't do it because you're on Xbox or YouTube. You go to bed the next day, you do the same damn thing. Your routine sucks, your habits suck, legends are made behind closed doors. 0.03%, 3 to every 10,000 male basketball players in the United States get a D1 scholarship. 3 in 10,000. No one has ever done that with a disability. You ain't gonna be the first kid. You ain't got it. What's your name? Grayson? Grayson Gray. You're just a movie character. Grayson, you know what I said to him? That?
I was astonished by your
So stop looking at my W, sicko. Listen, you listen to shh. This might be Grayson Gray, but all you're gonna see is black if you don't. I'm just kidding. That was dark. That was kind of funny, but a little over the line. Listen, buddy. He said all that to me, and you know what I said? I said nothing. He walked away, and I cried like a baby, because he was right. And here's the thing. Statistically speaking, males in the room at this age, but all of you really, suffer from a disease. The disease is called an ego. And with that jawline, mister, no, I'm just kidding. Trying to make him blush. Listen, ego. What an ego is if you wear medieval body armor that prevents you from growth. You do not grow in your comfort zone. That's why you didn't want to stand up, fearful of judgment. That's why you cross your arms, because this is uncomfortable. Psychology. It's okay, I'm not like offended, I'm not good at it, but that just because you're in the spotlight, you're literally uncomfortable, fall in love with that feeling. Hear me out, hear me out. 81% of millionaires do not come from wealth. Look it up. If you're poor in this room, you're at an absolute advantage. No one's ever told you this, because you have less of a comfort zone. Think of the best athletes of all time. Do they come from money? Think of it. Most of them. Rappers, entrepreneurs, none of them do. I'm doing just fine. Some of my buddies are still living in mommy and daddy's mansions that I grew up with. You know what? You drop your ego, right? Brody, you want to be a football player? Okay, so imagine your boy sitting next to you, plays football, right? You take a bullet for you, he loves you like a brother, right? And he's watching you in third person and you're playing in first person. He doesn't roast you, he doesn't give you criticism, like make fun of you. No, he gives you constructive criticism because he means well and he wants to see you get better. He's watching you in third person, right? And you immediately lash back. You ain't getting no burn time, I'm way better than you, shut up. That's your ego. That's instantly getting defensive. What you really should be worried about, Brody, is when your friends and your coaches and your teachers and I don't know, the admin and your siblings, your parents, they stop giving you constructive criticism. It's the only time to worry, because that means they don't care anymore. Those who drop their ego, bro, and life has humbled me over and over and over and over. I ain't no pride, I'm from the gutter. I know what I'm from. Easy to drop an ego when you're in survival mode. If I want to know how much anxiety you guys have, I'm looking at your settings on your phone and how many hours you spend on this. And while the rest of the world is looking down, psychopaths like me and Kobe Bryant are looking up. Think about it. Different mentality. I went up to him the next day and I said, Coach, bro, you're right. How do I make it? All I have in my crappy life is basketball. This is all I have to live for. How do I make it? You know what he said? I'm glad you asked how. How became my favorite word. What's my favorite word? Cool. If you want to be a leader, be positive, right? But leadership is service to others. If you want to be successful, self-discipline, right, is the mastery. It's habits, stacking habits, like you're building a tower of habits, of healthy habits. This isn't a New Year's resolution. Those don't work. You're not doing not a bad habit. No, you're putting one in that gets you closer to your dream. Michaela, what'd you do yesterday to get into that school and be a great? What sport do you play? You wrestle? That's sick. Yeah. What did you do yesterday to make your dream come true? Awesome. Hey, I love that. Hey, my man, Riker. You want to be a business owner? You want to be a millionaire? Yeah, what'd you do yesterday to become one? You couldn't do anything because you're at wrestling practice. You let a day go by without getting closer to your dreams. Never gonna happen. Prove me wrong. Yeah, what's my favorite word? I'm about to teach you how to prove me wrong. I walked up to my coach. I'm just him. He was here, I was there as a freshman. Now this is me, and this is you. And when you make it, you turn around and do it for somebody else. He said, Kevin, glad you asked how. It takes 21 days to rewire the brain. It takes 6 million years to evolve it. Scientists believe 21 to rewire it. What does that mean? For the average person, 21 days to make a new habit. What does that mean? You don't think when you blink, you just blink. Facts? You don't think when you breathe, it's an automatic function. Let's take it down a level. You don't pee your pants when you go to bed anymore. Facts? You literally train your mind to wake yourself up to use the restroom, and you get that for the rest of life? That's so convenient. It takes 21 days to make a habit. How many days? How many days? Sick. Kevin, we can't work you out in the weight room. You got one arm. Thanks for noticing, coach. Sick, bro. He baited me because he cared too much. He had a duffel bag suitcase full of bricks in his office, and he was waiting for me to come back. And he gave it to me. He said, this is what you're going to do, buddy. I want you to watch Netflix and eat a snack. This ain't a New Year's resolution, but before you do, when you go home, go in your backyard, get in a squat position, put those straps around your nub, lift it 100 times. As you get stronger, add more bricks. 21 days later, it's like blinking. Think about it. You got on that nub muscle, Brody. The purpose is, if I can't block anyone off from the post, they're going to steal the ball every time. I did not see this dog, and I hope I didn't step on it. Oh my gosh. I was joking about that bridge thing. Jeez, I'm going to go over here. Wow, that was so close. Things are getting real. Bro, this thing, strong. Then I stacked another one. I do the bricks. I do one-arm push-ups and commercial breaks. I can't afford any of that stuff. What am I watching? Who are they marketing to? 21 days later, it's more like a month or two later, I'm sitting at Ryan Duffy's house with his parents watching TV. Commercials come on. I start doing push-ups. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, sorry. It's like blinking. Guess who doesn't have to think to duck for doorways? How many days to make a habit? You stack habits, you grow faster than everybody else. Hardest one I did, I started my sophomore year. I had such severe asthma, I did it in an ambulance from practice in 8th grade from an asthma attack. Cost my mom $3,000 in a medical bill. She could afford insurance to cover it, almost had me quit playing. I couldn't stand on court more than 5 minutes at a time. So when I got good at self-discipline and stacking habits, guess what? I added one. The hardest one I added, and it was the best one. I woke up at 5 a.m. before school every day. And for me, that was like sleeping in an hour from my elementary school experience. Good thing I was broke growing up. Good thing, good. Then I put 8 hard-boiled eggs on the burner. Why? I needed those eggs, those protein whites to heal my muscles and I could focus through class. So I'm boiling 8 eggs in a burner, right? And there's a block around the court. It was like 2.17 miles. And I ran it. While the eggs were boiling, I came back, ate the eggs, showered, went to school. How many guys think that 2 miles before school every day is a lot? Be honest. How many think that 2 miles, waking up at 5 a.m. and running 2 miles? It's 20 minutes if you're slow. 20 minutes. 2 10-minute miles is slow for an athlete. You'll get faster quick. You have 20 minutes 72 times a day. It's a third of your favorite episode of One Piece on Netflix or whatever. Yo, one pirate fan, thank you. Listen, I was runner-up for Crocodile. Let's not talk about it. I really auditioned for it. I did. I got called back. Just shh. Hey, 2 miles a day, 10 miles a week, 40 miles a month. Guess what? You grew out of asthma. I threw my puffer away. I was so fast, big man couldn't keep up with me on the court. I never had to come off because my endurance was so good. Little guys couldn't guard me. I just leveled them anyway. Sick. They featured me in the Super Bowl edition of Sports Illustrated. They called me a gazelle because I was so fast. Could have called me something cool like a lion, but I'll take it. Yo, freshman year, Most Improved Player Award. Sophomore year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Player Award. I won them both, Riker. Junior year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Player, MVP. Senior year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Player, MVP. Which award do you think I cared about the most? No, not MVP. Most improved. And you know what? I don't even know where any of those trophies are. But I got self-discipline out of it, and I can point that at anything and win. 21 days at a time. None of you have ever seen anyone come to school with braces for one day and come the next day with perfect teeth. I don't care how hard you tighten those braces, your mouth's all bleeding and nonsense. Doesn't work. A little pressure over time makes for a beautiful smile. How many days to make a habit? Hey, what I'd do if I were you, Riker, what kind of business you want to make? Naturally, Riker, stand up. Yes! Thank you. Riker, say what you wanted to be again. You what? Say the whole sentence. No. You don't want nothing. You're going to change the narrative first. Take your hands out of your pocket. Stand on the chair. Help them, hold them up so you don't fall. Now, you don't want nothing. Riker, you say, I'm going. I'm going. No, I'm going, Dad. Why can't anyone tell you you can't do it? Why? Because I was born first? This is your reality. I'm going to own a successful business. Say it. Let's go! Good job. See that hand? Love that, baby. Hey, that's a freshman. Stood up on stage, went like this. So if that wasn't you and you didn't put your hand up, guess what? What's stopping you? I hope that haunts you at nighttime. I do. You got to defeat that judgment. You got to find your voice. You couldn't get 2 words out of me in high school. Now don't shut up. I always took an essay over a PowerPoint. I love your energy back there, but just for the sake of speeding this up a little bit, I got to go faster, okay? Thank you, though. You guys are freaking awesome. You were so tuned in. I want you to have this. 21 days at a time, you stack habits. Listen to the sentence. The difference between you and Elon Musk, who's worth over $300 billion now, when it comes to time, is nothing, Mr. Gray. Let me say it again. The difference between you and the bum on the street when it comes to time is nothing. What you do with it defines you. Stop floating. How many days to make a habit? How many days? Nobody is coming to save you. Highly recommend. There is no tomorrow. You start today. I'm going to do this. Find out on a magical place called YouTube or Google. Put 1, make 1 habit, stick that sucker on the ceiling over your bed, tape it to the ceiling, and see it every day. And you won't get through 21 days. Not a single one of you. No, you're going to fail. What matters is you come back the next day and keep going. Because what you're really learning is self-discipline. Fair? But I'm not here for your success. I want you to be the most successful people in the world. I love that. Out of genuine, I hope that for you. I'm here because I want you to be happy. And I want you to have a magnificent school that thrives. And you guys are all comfortable going here because you deserve to be. How? The number 1 problem with the American youth, the number 2 problem to me is the lack of self-love, that sensitivity. The number 1 problem is worse, for my opinion. And the number 1 problem I see in this country, which is so tough, man. You guys have been conditioned. Drop your egos. You have been conditioned. It's not your fault. You've been conditioned since you've been alive. Never lived without one of these things. Me, myself, and I. My goals, my dreams, my stats in sports, who I'm dating, how many followers follow me on social media. What college I go to. iPhone, iPad, I. Me. You know who doesn't put themselves first? Effective leaders. I don't think that Jesus was like, apostles clean my feet. You know who else doesn't put themselves first? Happy people. And a lot of you don't even know what happiness is because you show up every day and only care about yourselves. You all want to be appreciated, yet you're so slow to appreciate others. And hear me out. When kids are loved at home, they come to school to learn. When they're not loved at home, they come to school to be loved. How's that working? Hey, let's see. The football team, stand up. If you're in the football team, stand up. Everyone give them a round of applause. Cool. Stay down there. Football, Brody. We're going to do this from a distance for time. Listen, Brody, you're a senior, right? Cool. Do you have a marching band at your school? You do? You have a cheerleading team? Cool. I got a question. Do a lot of people show up to your guys' games? The community show up probably more than other things, right? Yeah? I got a question. How many times does cheerleading come to your games? Every game? Sick. Can you be honest with me? You want to be a better leader? How many times have you gone to a cheerleading competition? 0. How many games do you have a season? 12. So 12 to 0. We support you 12 times. You've never even showed up once and you're a senior. So I'm going to times that by 4, buddy. 48. Everyone wants to be appreciated. We're so slow to appreciate others. That is what I mean by that. And outside of football, men's basketball, and volleyball, if your school spirit's really good, generally, everything else is a crapshoot. You all work your tails off, and you don't get that support or love. Facts? You want to change that, Brody, as a senior? What if your whole team, right? And I'm proud of you because I know you went to a band concert and usually I use band. What if your whole team, not just you, before your school year's up, you guys collectively show up to one cheerleading event and go crazy for them, as they've gone crazy for you all high school? What if you made a tradition Once a year, every year, going forward, football team shows up to one cheerleading competition and cheers for them for once. You think that mean a lot to them? You want to start it? Incoming freshmen will think every school in the country does this because they won't know otherwise because it's a tradition that Brody, the Broadster, created. You want to start this? No time like the present, baby. The floor is yours. Tell your football players what you're going to do. No. I don't think I nubbed them hard enough. Tell them you want to go to a cheerleading competition. You guys cool with that? All right, give it up for cheerleading, everyone. Sit down. It's the purpose. You got to 11, right? 11, that's what I had, 11. You guys figured it out. Time's relative. You guys cool if I keep going? You guys want to go back to class or keep going? Yeah, 25 minutes. Time's relative, Captain O'Kate's clocks, is the whole thing, so we're going to keep going. Just because your energy is awesome now. Is anyone in girls soccer? How about this? Michaela, you're in wrestling, right? Wouldn't it be cool, because like a lot of people support wrestling? Not as much as you like. What if you had the whole crowd of a football game at one wrestling meet? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? It would be so sick. Just one would be so, look at that smile. You'd be so happy. Hey, I got a question for you. How many band concerts you been to? None? Okay, so why the hell would anyone show up for you if you're not showing up for them? Yeah. This is not about football. This is about all of you. You all want to be appreciated. You're so slow to appreciate others. Every single one of you should have one awesome night a year. What's your mascot here? Wasp. What is it? A wasp. That's right. You guys all should have a wasp day. Everyone gets one. I'll work on leadership with that afterwards. All right? You guys should all be supported at least once. Because then it feels like a family. Right now, what's happening? You're a bunch of cliques within a high school. Band is a high school within high school. You guys are all different cliques, and when you have cliques, you have judgment, gossip, drama, then you have fights. Under that, kids are sitting alone at lunch, and then you have suicides, and if you're real good at doing bad, guess what? You school shootings. It's all interconnected. But if you guys feel like you're supported, and those of you not a part of a club, and not a part of anything here, you can't get through life alone. Find a crew, find a club, find a teacher. You guys need to start supporting each other, and it starts with football because you guys get all the love. Brody, you want to see something real cool? You want to see something cool? Raise your hand if you go to football games. Lock the elbow. Raise your hand if you go to football games and you don't like football really, but you still go anyway. Oh, look at that, Brody. Wow, keep your hands up. Look at all those people. They go to the football games, they don't even like football. All the people sit next to you. Now I'm going to speak not for them, but everyone else, they ain't showing up to look at your butt, buddy. You know why they show up, buddy? You know why? Because it's the best sense of culture your school has. Fear of missing out, and you all want that sense of culture in those bleachers. And you know what happens second semester? You guys all come back from Christmas break looking forward to spring break and graduation in your float, because football season's over. Or, what's the difference for all those people that had their hands up between a football match and a wrestling meet if everyone showed up? Ooh. You guys need to make a culture. Why? Every Fortune 500 company in the world would take a kid who did not go to college, who has a 2.0, barely graduate high school, who could change the morale of a room, or for a 5.0 Ivy grad who doesn't speak. Why? Supply and demand. We don't make leaders anymore. You need to change the morale. You guys put your hands down. That's crazy, huh? What's my favorite word? Starts with you. I'm presuming you're leadership. Look at those fine coats. Starts with you. Hey, and if you guys don't have enough participation in your rallies, why would they if you're not supporting them? Fair enough, Gray? Yeah, Grace in the Gray. Love it. Grace in the Gray. Hey, what's my favorite word? That's how you do it as a team or a club. You want to learn how to do it as an individual and be an awesome human being all the time? It's so sick. What's my favorite word? What is it? This is exactly how this goes. You rise. What's your name? Peyton? What's that, Peyton? I like the sweatpants. Swag today, baby. Killing it. Peyton, what grade you in? You're sophomore, 10th grade? That's a tough year, the toughest, I think, in high school. Hey, Peyton, first off, I'm sorry if the seniors, the leadership have never told you this. You got a great aura about you, and I know you don't know me, but you don't choose your family. You don't choose your siblings, right? No? You're just born into that family. Well, you spend half your time at school. This is your second home. And I go here, so I want you to consider me your brother. If you ever see me in the hallways and you ever need it, why don't you come find me? I got your back, okay? I want to see that smile. You better give me a high five, or else I'm going to get you. No, I'm just kidding. Peyton, hey, we're all better for you being here. You're a ray of sunshine at this school. You're awesome. See that smile? Hey, Peyton, how'd that make you feel? Great. Hey, Peyton, when's the last time somebody outside of your comfort zone, or some stranger, somebody in here, when's the last time they give you a sincere compliment, genuinely, or do you remember? Room for improvement, seniors. How many days to make a habit? 21. How many days? 21. Can you just give somebody a compliment outside your comfort zone for 21 days at this school, and then it becomes like blinking, and you don't even know you're doing it, and you're a positive optimist, spreading kindness around the world, and a world that's negative that desperately needs it. Every room I walk in, I try to make better for me being there. Some of you aren't getting it. So let's do this. Where'd she go? She's sitting there. Probably that P. Diddy joke. She left. What's up, dude? Oh, bro, what's your name? Christian? Yo, I love the wheelchair. I spin around in circles when I drive them, but you kill it. What grade you in? Senior? I love your smile, dude. You got a smile light up a room. I love it, dude. How do you like school? You like it? Yeah. Grayson? Or what's your name again? Christian? Christian likes school. Christian gets to be here. You have to be here. Christian, you're the man. Christian, you are the man. Hey, Christian, what a hug, bro. I love your energy. Hey, Christian, he might be the Hey, how about this? Raise your hand if you know Christian. Be honest. Raise your hand if you don't. No wonder you don't like high school. Sitting at the wrong table. This kid has a smile, bro, like crazy. He's the happiest kid in here. And you know what? He gets to be here. He's happy to be here. He's grateful, which is gratitude, the cornerstone of happiness. You have to be here. Your narratives suck. You spread negative energy. I would highly recommend to get to know Christian before you graduate, or, and hear me out, before the day is over. Give it up for Christian, but loud and stand up for him. Love you, dog. Love this. You guys get it. Sit down. Let's go. Yo, isn't that such a cooler high school to go to? We're a family now. Now you thrive. This is dope. I love this energy. So hear me out. You guys come to a school with awesome facilities, right? And all the teachers here are underpaid and underappreciated. It's not financially literate to be a teacher, especially after this last inflation wave. COVID sucked, they still showed up. Thank you for what you guys do. Hey, guys, I had great parents situationally, never saw them. I credit 100% of my successes to the village raising a child. I had a string of coaches and teachers and admin who just cared too much, the commodity of caring. I credit everything to you guys. I love you guys. When's the last time you thanked a teacher or a janitor or a coach? And not like, hey, I like your shoes. No, genuinely stop that one person on Passion Night that cares enough and helps you. When's the last time you stopped and paused in life to show gratitude because you have no idea what kind of mask they're wearing? They've dedicated their lives. Everybody here is underpaid, underappreciated to serve you, my highness, my majesty. For you guys to walk into this castle and complain about being here. How many days to make a habit? That would be my first. Everywhere you go, people will benefit from your existence because you're kind and because you're empathetical. And it's so easy. It's so easy. And I care about this so much because two kids like Mr. Grayson the Gray saved my life my senior year, but they didn't do anything for me. They did something for a sophomore at my school, like Peyton. Here's what happened. Hear me out. Senior year, I was the basketball star at campus. I was getting recruited by Pepperdine, St. Mary's, Cal Poly, San Francisco, walk-ons, Notre Dame, UNC. I had the documentary crew, the whole works. Big man on campus. I got a call on my phone. My senior year, I got a call from an area code. There's no number behind it, right? There's no number. You guys ever get a call from 3 numbers before? I picked it up in class. Don't do that if you have a phone. But Mr. Proctor, my teacher wasn't looking, and I was like, hello? And they're like, is this Kevin? I said, yeah. They said, this is the White House. I hung up on them. I thought it was a prank call. My bad. They called back. I excused myself to the hallway, and they're like, is this Kevin? I was like, yeah. They're like, this is the White House. President of the United States saw you in the news. He says he's inspired by you, that you're one of his heroes, wants to meet you. Would you be interested? As a 17-year-old kid, I was like, yeah, let me check my schedule. Pencil him in. That sounds dope. I walked back into my class, Mr. Proctor was like, what are you doing? I was like, the White House called me. He didn't believe me at all. I said, shut up, dude. Sit down. Bro, I remember this so vividly because it was really sketchy. 3.5 weeks later, I'm in the back left corner of Mr. D. Piola's math class when Secret Service walks in. 2 big old dudes with those little earpiece things, and they say, Kevin, come with us. Straight up kidnapped me. And you know what the worst part about it was? No one said a word. Tell me how you really feel. They put me in an SUV in front of campus, and I was driven to San Francisco Airport where I sniffed by dogs, right? And then I was patted down, and then I had to stand on this little X, and Air Force One landed right in front of me, this big old jet, right? And then the president walks off the staircase, does their fake little wave thing, shakes my hand. Kevin, it's an honor to meet you. Huge inspiration to me, one of my heroes. 40 minutes, chilling with me. Same kid who didn't make his 7th grade basketball team because some random dude told me that basketball is a 2-arm sport. And somebody else taught me. This ain't a disability. This thing's awesome. And I changed it, and I accepted it, and I used my weakness as my strength, and I changed my habits 21 days at a time. 4.5 years later, a 1-armed dude who never played basketball is getting recognized by the most powerful person on the planet. And I'm not better than you. I'm not worse either. That's empathy. If I'm good enough, you are. And I'm sorry this sounds like a bumper sticker, but if you can't learn to believe in you, the world's not going to learn to either. Better start with those affirmations. Now, for those of you who get cut, hey, you get cut from a team, show back up better than everyone else. You know how, 21 days at a time. You ain't going to practice, you're going to work harder and outwork everybody. Hear me out. Now, I had a basketball game that night, and I was born on Friday the 13th, so this is what happened. I got rushed back to this high school game. They postponed it for this diva. They didn't know I was going to spend so much time with the president. I get to the game. I don't have time to warm up or stretch. Do jump ball. First quarter of the game, I go up to dunk it. I land on my leg wrong, and I break it. Same day. Rush to the emergency room of the hospital, watching myself on every national news station, Associated Press, everything, dude. Everyone covered it, flicking channels. But I was sitting in a wheelchair, like Christian over here, with a broken leg. And again, I just spin around in circles, bro, but you killing it. I was terrible at it. I broke my left leg, couldn't use a crutch on that side. And all those coaches taking a chance on Captain Hook, maybe. Captain Hook with a peg leg, too much pirate for anybody. So you got a Raider shirt on, maybe I could play for them. I'm just kidding. I'm a Raider fan. We're terrible. Listen. Some of those coaches wouldn't even call me back. This is my senior year. All I had in my crappy life was basketball. How are you going to meet the president and break your leg the same day? Like a sick joke. Documentary cameras in my face. This is me being real, but before, because I know 2 of you in here are asking who. It was George W. Bush right before he left office, and he was cool. He was having a hard time. Katrina sucked. He's like, oh, meet this 1-armed kid and be a painter. I don't know. I met Obama, he was cool. I had a chance to meet Trump. I didn't go to the inaugural ball because I had an event, and I got invited to Martha's Vineyard for Biden's event, but to be honest, I didn't think he'd remember it anyways. Sorry, dark. I don't know. But one day, if I run for president, I hope your votes, because the campaign slogan, no more handouts, is too funny. Can't cancel cripples, so I get my freedom of speech. And I'd like to see you tell a 1-armed guy he doesn't have the right to bear arms. Cancel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done. Bad comedian at a dive bar. This is what happened, dude. This is me being real, and there's a reason I want to talk about this. I got the painkillers, the meds that Doc gave me, the Vicodin, the big highest milligram. I'm trying to say this respectfully as I can, but all I had in my crappy life was basketball, taken away like a sick joke. I didn't know how to handle this, not as a senior, not as a 17-year-old. And I downed the whole bottle at once, enough to kill a horse. 0%. I should not be alive. Absolute miracle. I woke up 2.5 days later, dazed and confused. And it's so sad, especially when seniors do it. Because you were almost done with the tutorial. You haven't even started life yet. You took all the bad and none of the good. You have no freedom. You ain't never been to New Zealand. You never seen the pyramids. Go find your happiness. Go wake up someday surrounded by so many people. Paste a smile on your face like Christian, who's awesome. You haven't even found it yet. You're not even, this is it. Dude, you're learning the controls. Hold on. It's okay not to be okay. Ask a teacher for help. Go to one of your awesome counselors. It's fine. Hold on, dude. I was there too. And you know what saved me? Grace and Gray. Why are you just surrounded by women? Who are you? This guy. 2 kids like you. J.R. Weaver, Brett Bauer, leadership kids. They didn't get a grade for this. They did something at my campus that indirectly saved my life. This is what happened. I went to school with a sophomore, like Aiden. Gosh dang it, I forgot your name. What is it again? Peyton. So close. I love you. Hey, Josh Berger was a sophomore. I asked you to empathize with me and put yourself in my shoes, right? I'm going to ask you to put yourself in a sophomore, Josh Berger's. He's 16 years old as a sophomore. He has a super rare disease. His head, his feet, his hand grow. His body doesn't. His hands, feet, and head are the size of a 16-year-old. His body's the size of a baby. He rides around campus on this little electric cart with his head propped up with oxygen in his nose. Never sat up a day in his life. His backbone can't support the weight of his head. 100% mentally there. High achieving academic school, better GPA than me. His mom comes to campus twice a day to change his diapers and pull him out of class. He has a number 2, it's an emergency call, and everybody knows. Imagine if you were the size of a baby, right? And you rode around and the whole world were giants like me, and they looked down at you, pitied you with their eyes. Would your friends still be friends with you? Would your teammates still be friends with you? Boyfriend, girlfriend? Yeah. Empathizing with Josh. He doesn't have to go to school if he doesn't want to. And you know what? These 2 kids went up to him, Brett and JR. They approached him one day, empathetically. They said, dude, this must be really hard for you. How can we involve you more? He said, I'll never play sports. That's the hardest part. I'm a sport fanatic. So they had to get creative. They couldn't play physically, couldn't play sports. They got a wooden pole from Home Depot. Bed Bath & Beyond got a purple sheet, and they spray painted it, and they made him a big flag. And they did a bad job. It looked sketchy and stupid. But they duct taped it to his little cart, and they asked the head football coach of the football team if he could ride around the field before a game. Coach said, I don't care. Sure, why not? There goes Josh, this big stupid-looking flag. You know what happened? Standing ovation. Not just from the home crowd, away crowd too. It was so successful at a school of 3,300 kids with apathy, meaning people didn't care to be there, and had cliques and gossip and fights and judgment. What happens when you drop a rock in the water ripples? Josh was the rock, and the kindness and love ripple too. Why? Because he didn't just go to the football games. They painted his face. They gave him a cape. They made him the mascot. And he was at all of everything. Not just basketball, wrestling. Because he showed up, leadership showed up. When leadership showed up, it snowballed. He couldn't get a seat to a baseball game by the end of the year. And it was fun. And no one thought it was weird anymore. Right? It's only weird if you make it weird. If I walked out backstage, put this in my pocket and say, I swear I'm a 2-arm man. It'd be so weird. No one can make fun of me. They laugh with me, not at me, because I'm not sensitive. Dope. Self-love. I'd try it out. They built him a flag. He had confidence. He had self-love now. He was the man. People gave him daps in the hallway, and like yourself, it seems, this kid was a lady killer. Dude, let me tell you, he had 20 horsepower in his cart, and he'd ask girls, like, you want to ride to class? I've seen it, like 2 or 3 chicks jump on the back and zoom away, bro. You couldn't keep up with the fool. Josh is the man, bro. Ray of sunshine at my school. No one knew he was there until someone built him a flag, and he had all the confidence in the world. He was the man. And guess who rolled up to me after the principal called my mommy and said, if Kevin misses another day of school, he didn't attend enough school to graduate. Because I laid in bed feeling sorry for myself over a month. So I had to hobble with a crutch and a boot after trying to kill myself. Back to school. I get to the parking lot, try to hobble in, man, with my backpack. Guess who rolls up to me? It wasn't No. Weren't my friends waiting for me? Wasn't leadership? Wasn't my teammates, Brody? No. You know who it was? A sophomore. The smallest dude on campus, maybe the world. A 10th grade, 16-year-old kid who had all the confidence because he was a real leader now. Somebody just built him a flag, best thing anyone's ever done. Rolled up to senior Kevin Atlas, basketball star, big man on campus. He rolled up and he looked up at me. You know what he said? He said, Kevin, I know you can't play basketball anymore. That sucks. I get it, believe me. But guess what, buddy? I got your back and we're going to get through this together. Saved my life. Saved my life. Couldn't get 2 words out of me in high school. I wasn't this. This is all hypocritical, me even speaking to y'all. You're far beyond where I was at your age. I became this because a leader made me this by being a leader, which is my intent of being here. I've collected hundreds, and I'm talking about over 400 suicide letters in the last decade of doing this, speaking to schools. I stopped one school shooting. Kid gave me a couple guns out of his backpack, pointed at all the kids. I saved their lives. Doesn't make sense to me to be here either, just like your faculty, just like everybody else serving you, but I care too much. I love you guys, genuinely. So if you hate school so much, what flag have you built? Or have you just showed up to complain? What have you done about it? Instead of just pointing out problems, why don't you solve them? Everyone here is serving you. The seniors, it's your school. They're guessing on how to run it for you because you ain't stepping up and telling them. This school can be however you want it to be. Your life can be however you want it to be, but you got to finish this battle first. You got to have the confidence, because if you don't find your voice, guess what? No one will hear you. And your dreams will stay up here if you don't do 21-day habits and put them into action. You won't grow, and you deserve to. And I want you genuinely to have the best lives. But you got to step up and do better, because there's a lot of kids going to school, even here, with a mask. 3 years ago, you had a sophomore. Didn't make it through. You a senior? You were a freshman. You remember this? Missed one. You had a suicide 3 years ago. Missed one. What are you going to do about it? Who are you going to put an arm around? What sophomore? Upperclassmen, you should be looking after them like younger siblings. This should be a place of kindness and love. You should call each other out, stop gossip. All of it goes away when you go to college anyway. You all have the same problems. You're all in the same place. You all have to be here. And since you have to do it, you might as well make it the best of it. Say, yeah, good. I get to come here. Let's go. Because gratitude is where happiness stems from, and it's as contagious as your negative energy. Hear me out. Here's what gratitude looks like. Just like anything else, you have to exercise it. Grayson Gray, I'm really grateful for you being here and letting me kind of establish you, because you're sitting in the middle of the room with your ray of sunshine golden hair. He's a California little boy. Brody, you took a nub like a man. Proud of you, buddy. Peyton, love you. You're awesome. Where's my dude? Where's my little guy? Right there. Hey, I loved when you changed the narrative. Your confidence came out. I'm proud of you for standing up when the room wouldn't. You're awesome. A couple of you in here bringing a lot of energy. This is what gratitude looks like. Band won state last year. Mad respect. Freaking amazing. Great work. I walked into this auditorium beautifully. Mr. Baum, the auditorium guy, I looked at this because I love Broadway. I'm like, you guys do Phantom of the Opera? And he's like, yeah, we just did it. And I'm like, yo, I'm a big Broadway fan. I've seen that 3 times. That thing doesn't come down, does it? And he's like, yes. Kate Wilson, the senior, did it. That is so sick. Kate, I'm glad you're in here, not in the class or whatever. Oh, wow, what a dope thing to do. That thing swings down. Hey, man, they had an awesome play 3 weeks ago. Maybe you should start showing up to stuff if you didn't go. You're missing out. This is your high school experience. I'm grateful for today. I'm not at my best. I'm fighting a cold. I'm tired as heck. But what a cool opportunity it is to get extra time to give you guys the speech, to give you the information that I acted upon, that not only changed my life, it saved my life, and it made me successful. Because you know what? Basketball still worked out for me. So did life. I got 2 beautiful children. Stole my heart. They shouldn't be alive because I shouldn't be alive. Good thing somebody built a flag. I'm not better than you. I'm just you in the future coming back and saying, snap out of it. Y'all are floating. You matter more than you could possibly conceive. And this place can be however you want it to. Gratitude. Practice it every day. You will be so happy. I'm so grateful for the teachers that spend their careers serving you. Everyone is here serving you. And you know what? From the beginning of this presentation to the end, you guys not only were a great audience overall, you were like attentive. A lot of you crazy people are leaning forward like, give me more information and wisdom. I love it, dude. This was fun. 3-month tour. I'm burnt out. You guys were best for last. I freaking love it. I genuinely wish you the best lives. I wish you guys all of the greatness that this universe has to offer. I love you guys. I'm grateful for your time. Thanks for having me. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Kevin Atlas. Wasatch High loves you. All right. You guys did a phenomenal job today. Thank you for being attentive. Thank you for being respectful. Thank you to the teachers. Please tell the teachers how much we appreciate them being here with us today. We have adjusted our schedule. You have to be in second period at 11:07. Your teachers will have our new schedule. Let's give, he's backstage, let's give one more big round of applause for Mr. Kevin Atlas. Thank you all. Look, hey, oh yeah, come on, man. Come on. Thank you. They don't want to go to class. They want more, Kevin. It's a good thing you're fighting a cold. They want more. All right. Hey, thank you, Wasatch. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Make sure you thank your teachers for being here. Be grateful.